check out that multi-kill right there. Hi, it's moO, and coming at you with another Battlefront video. This time we're playing Hoth as a rebel and entirely in third person view. So the reason I'm making this video is basically just demonstrate the imbalance as of right now. It's not major, but I'm going to play as many objectives as I can and see what the outcome is. That's going to be holding the uplinks as much as I can and just generally killing some Imperial filth as much as I can. So third person, I made a video earlier saying that a lot of the comments on Reddit had suggested third person's great, and you know, it basically don't need first person. Third person is just as good. It takes a little bit of getting used to, especially as I've solely been playing this game in first person. The biggest thing I've noticed is I seem to be shooting things when I'm behind cover and I don't realise it. But obviously you've got a much greater field of view and you can tend to see when you're behind cover a little bit better than you can on first person view, so it can be helpful. Is it vastly different to first person view? I find I don't get as many headshots as I do with first person view, but third person just, you know, gives you a chance to see that excellent character detailing, and obviously makes you appreciate the efforts that DICE have gone to make the character models move and, you know, just have that authenticity to them. So from that point of view, it is much more handy, and if you're an original Battlefront player then you'll appreciate that third person view, simply because obviously that's how the previous games were. So as I said, we're on Hoth and we're getting pummeled by the Imperials at the moment. Wow, TIE fighter coming in on suicide right there. But as you can see, we've got ATSTs coming at us. Now I don't have the ion charger on here, but if I had that on, I'd be helping get that down a lot quicker. And it's down anyway, so the guys have worked hard to get that down. Point of note is, when the ATs have got shields on, you just need to be going after the big things as much as you can. So ATSTs, if you can pick up a rocket launcher, try and get those TIE fighters down. But yeah, so we're doing a pretty good job of trying to hold them back at this point. It's relentless, and obviously we're fighting a losing battle as I then get taken out by an ATST. The bane of my life. But an unwise spawn on your partner. So that's another thing worth noting. Partner spawns on Battlefield 4 used to have somewhat of a protection, which was really annoying, especially on domination or something like that, where you would obviously be shooting someone and then the person would have someone else in their squad spawn on them, and for a couple of seconds you was unable to kill them, but they was able to kill you. So it's really, really annoying. I mean, the blessing is on this side of things, and now obviously within Battlefront itself, they don't seem to respawn with a shield, so that's great if you're killing them. Not so great if you're on the receiving end. But so yeah, you'll notice that a couple of times I spawn on my partner and we are in let's just say not great situations. So I'm now heading towards an X-Wing. Now a lot has been made of the controls on this on Battlefront for the vehicles, particularly the aircraft. Now I'm a pretty decent pilot on Battlefield, especially in the helicopters and stuff. So when I heard that obviously X-Wings are going to be in this game, I was really looking forward to it. So I'm going to go and pick that up now and have a quick go. So first point of note is you will want to change your controls. And as default, the right stick is your steering and your left stick is controlling acceleration. Another thing to note is there's no sensitivity controls that I know of. If anyone does know of them, point them out to me for vehicles in this game. But I start off okay, but I just cannot get to grips with the controls on this. It's almost too arcadey. I can't spin high enough or tight enough, so it's a quick bail on that. We'll explore the vehicles a little bit more, especially the air vehicles, in upcoming videos. I'm recording this very early in the morning, so I didn't want to end on a sour note and experience a world of pain with the vehicles tonight. So again, come back into the action. We've got an ETST immediately pummeling me, and that's now down. But at this point, the team is working together. You know, we've been trying to hold those points as much as we can. The first point on the right is proving easy to hold than the left one on this occasion. Normally it's the one on the right I struggle more to hold, but for whatever reason our team was able to hold the one on the right a little bit better. Somewhere we've got a Luke Skywalker spawn. So this is a thing that I've been experiencing quite a bit tonight. Sorry, going to change the subject. I'm shooting people and they just aren't dropping. I don't know if you just saw that last guy, but he literally would not die for me. But then next minute I'm able to kill again. It's really weird. I know that Sledgehammer posted they rebooted the servers, so it seems a little bit better than it was earlier, but there's still some lag now and then, or hit detection issues. Again, something more noticeable in third person. It's never going to be as accurate as first, but yeah, it just seems a little bit strange. So we're now obviously in the bunker, and this is when the pook really hits the fans for the rebels. My job here is to try and keep this as defended the best that I can, but as you can see, we're getting overrun immediately. This is something which maybe could be addressed a little bit in the balancing. So another thing that the rebels experiences, the troopers are able to push all the way through the bunker up to where I am now, and then through from the right and get behind us. Now that's a major issue, especially if there's quite a few. As you can see, those guys are now heading or coming from that direction. If they get behind us, the rebels find themselves in a massive spawn trap, which is not much fun to be a part of or being, because you'll literally spawn and die constantly. But again, maybe that's something that they can address. I don't know. Make it an out of bounds area. But as you can see, I've just spawned down there, and they are literally up where we spawn. So yeah, bit of a world of pain. So let's see what we can do from within here again. Obviously my main objective is to try and keep this area secure as long as possible. The reason being is, I don't know if everyone's aware, but effectively the longer you hold the uplinks, the more Y-wing attacks and the longer the AT is vulnerable for. So as you'll see, when you capture one of the, nice double kill there. When you capture one of the uplinks, you'll notice that it's got a circle around it. Every time that circle fills completely blue, you will have Y-wing attack. So you can string up quite a few if you're working together and holding those points. But it seems really difficult to be able to keep them for very long, especially when at this moment in time when people don't probably fully understand that. So each complete ring equals a Y-wing strafe run. So the more you get, obviously the better it is, and the more likelihood you have of taking the AT-ATs down. We've already been pushed back now, so we're coming towards the last kind of area. We're currently at the middle area, but they're pushing us so hard, we're already kind of falling back into what would be the last zone before the ATs manage to hit their target. So as you can see, we've got snow troopers sitting up there waiting for us to spawn and come past. So yeah, there's a couple of little bits and pieces which could be addressed, but for the most part I think it is fairly balanced, as long as the whole team is doing what they're meant to do. See, in this game my role is to to try and protect those points, and that's the role that I've taken on and chosen to kind of, you know, put upon myself to do. And yeah, for the most part, we seem to be doing alright. He really wasn't expecting me to jump it in then. So that's another good little tip. So depending on what your payload is, it's going to be worth putting the jump pack on. Now that then leaves you with an option. Do you go with sniper, or do you go with the grenade? So on this game mode, I think for the most part you're going to want to go with the grenade. Again, it depends on your role. If you're sitting back and you're sniping, then obviously the sniper is going to be the first choice for you. But if you're after getting involved, Jesus, that was a near miss with Darth Vader. But if you're after getting involved with close quarters combat, then you're definitely going to want the grenade equipped. Something that's good for clearing zones. As you've seen probably in this video a couple of times, I've managed to clear 2 or 3 enemies in one hit with the grenade, which otherwise I probably would have struggled with and most likely died. So yeah, definitely make sure that you have the right equipment for the right role. At present, you can't change your equipment in game, from what I've seen, so you can't change your cards. So make sure that when you start playing, or when you first join the server, you choose the right cards for your character and the objective you intend on completing. So yeah, that's something worth bearing in mind. So something I didn't realise when I first played this, and obviously I've only just noticed now, I'm doing a bit of a commentary on it. I picked up a hero and I never used it. So I'm a little bit disgusted at myself for that. So that opportunity passed me by. But to be fair, on this particular bit, heroes kind of useless anyway, and as you'll see, I do a pretty good job of holding the points for as long as I possibly can. I've got my teammates around me, obviously giving me some support, but my priority is to try and keep these locked down and stop them from flanking us. The explosions in this game are absolutely amazing. I mean, how can look at it? How can you not like the visual and the atmosphere of this game? Is absolutely astounding. It feels like I'm part of the film. So we're obviously waiting for the inevitable. Looking at the AT-AT shields and health, they're not going to be going down anytime soon. So this game is going to be a defeat. But let's get as many Imperial scum as we can before we get that unwanted defeat message across our screen. Solo defending these points here. Don't know where the rest of my team are gone, probably wiped out, so it's just me holding the fort, trying to keep the enemy at bay. Another one bites the dust, and the grenade gets him. So yeah, I mean, we're having a reasonably good game here. I think it turns out that I end up going on a massive spree here. I've not counted kills, but the gap between my time since the last death has been fairly substantial, and a lot of kills in between. So obviously with that alert coming up, we know that the game is approaching its end. So yeah, it's not going to end how we wanted, but it's just a quick example of how to play Hoth properly, but also how dependent you are on the rest of your team to make sure you win the games. So please rate, comment and subscribe. Let me know how you're getting on with the game, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.